Folks, we've got drones, big ones, buzzing around our skies. These aren't your kids' toy drones. We're talking SUV-sized behemoths lurking near military bases and, oddly enough, Trump's golf course. Now, I'm not saying it's aliens, but it's definitely weird. The government says don't worry, but they're also not explaining much. Classic. These sightings started popping up in November 2024. New Jersey seems to be a hotspot. People are reporting seeing them in groups just hanging out in the air. Some folks are even saying their electronics are going haywire when these things are around. Sounds like a great time. Naturally, everyone's got theories. Some folks are blaming the Iranians, which, let's be honest, is the go-to scapegoat for anything these days. Others are pointing fingers at the Russians. Then there's the good old-fashioned alien invasion theory, which, hey, at this point wouldn't be the most surprising thing.
Check one, check.
Let's talk about a term you might be hearing a lot these days. False flag. It sounds like something a pirate would fly, but it's way more sinister than that. Basically, it's when a government, or someone who likes to wear a lot of hats indoors, stages an event to make it look like someone else did it. Think of it like framing your roommate for eating the last slice of pizza, but on a much larger and more terrifying scale. Why would anyone do this? Well, it's all about control, baby. Need an excuse to go to war? False flag. Want to pass some draconian laws that take away your freedoms? False flag. It's the oldest trick in the playbook, and frankly, it's getting a little tired. Now, some folks are saying these drone sightings could be a false flag operation, and listen, I'm not saying they're right, but I'm also not saying it. The timing is certainly suspect, what with Trump about to waltz back into the White House. Could this be a way to stir up fear and justify some new, exciting ways to surveil us all? You tell me. You'd think with all our fancy technology we could pinpoint exactly who's flying these drones around. I mean, we can track your pizza delivery guy down to the minute. But giant drones in the sky? That's where we draw the line, apparently. The truth is, we can track drones. There's this nifty thing called remote ID, where drones have to broadcast their location and owner information. But here's the catch. It's not foolproof. There are ways to cheat the system, like using signal jammers or just plain old lying on your drone registration. And let's be real, if some shadowy government agency is behind this, do you really think they're going to follow the rules? Please. The government's response to all this has been less than reassuring. They're basically saying we're looking into it, which is code for, we have no idea what's going on, but we're not going to admit that. It's enough to make you wonder if they're just trying to stall for time while they figure out their next move. So, what does this all mean for us, the humble drone enthusiasts just trying to get some aerial footage of our backyards? Well, it might not be good news. This whole situation has crackdown on civilian drones written all over it. Think about it. Create a problem, then offer a solution that just so happens to restrict our freedoms. It's the American way. Drones are already kind of a legal gray area, and this latest stunt isn't going to help. The government's already muttering about insufficient restrictions, which is never a good sign. They're probably just itching for an excuse to ground all our drones, leaving the skies free for their own mysterious flying machines. Look, I'm not saying we should all go full conspiracy theorist here, but I am saying we should be asking questions. We should be demanding answers, and we should be very, very wary of any government that tells us not to worry about giant, unidentified drones flying around our skies, because if there's one thing we've learned from history, it's that when the government tells you not to worry, it's usually time to start panicking.